Welcome back to the final feature match of the day. Our feature match of, well, the finals.
The finals,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just a
There is-
wordsmith as much as Rob is.
There is one match slip remaining.
Yeah,
Just one.
just one. And it's going to be between Carmelo Buttiglieri from Germany and Samir Bacher, or Bacher, I'm not sure how you correctly pronounce that. I should have asked him, I guess, from France.
Yeah.
It is going to be a classic matchup that we've seen all weekend long. It is the two most popular decks, isn't it?
Yeah, so Burning Abyss, Phantom Knights versus the Pendulums.
Yeah, those are the two decks, but let's take a quick look at our initial metagame breakdown at the start of the day.
Let's go all the way from the start.
Yeah, because you guys, if you just tuned in, this is basically what happened this weekend. We had the largest ever European Championship of all time with more than 1,400 players. We have a gigantic other category because we really try to be taking extra care and making sure that you can tell the difference between the Demise Cosmo, the Fire King Cosmo, straight up Cosmo, Exceed Monarchs, Domain Monarchs, and all that fun stuff. Phantom Knights Burning Abyss, expectedly the most popular deck, mostly because they won the North American Continentals. And after 8 rounds of Swiss, this is what it looked like. Phantom Knights Burning Abyss still leading the field, the other category shrinking in size dramatically. So it seems like the supposedly best decks turned out to be the actual best decks.
Yep.
We have some new decks in here. The Fire King Cosmo that I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Very good conversion rate.
Yeah, the conversion rate of that was huge.
Domain Monarch suddenly in second spot. They originally were in third spot, even though they were just 3 decks behind Exceed Monarchs. And here they are 4 in front of them, so not much of a difference.
Yep.
And now watch the rise of Pendulum, I guess.
Yep.
Because this is the breakdown for the top 64. Suddenly, Pendulum in hot pursuit of Phantom Knights Burning Abyss. Domain Monarchs in third, and the Exceed Monarchs only in 7th place, I think.
Yep.
Soul King Monarchs has been in the other category the entire time, and suddenly they are in the top 8.
Yeah, there was very few people playing Sulkin Monarchs.
Yeah, but Fire King Cosmo again moving up a little bit. Demise Cosmo and Cosmo.
Huge conversion rate.
Very, very good deck for this weekend. Now, if we take a look at that, basically you have to halve all of the bars in half. Just Jesus, it's a little late today. You just reduce 50% of all the decks, then you end up with this bar. I think there's not much of a change.
Nope.
And let's just go straight to the top 8. Suddenly, Pendulum, 3 players, and then 5 other archetypes.
Yep.
So that is your proof that you need. Pendulum was a good choice, not just to advance to the top 64, but also to advance to the top 8.
Yep.
So very good choice for the weekend. And then they only lost 1. There were only 2 other decks. And now we're in the finals with the classic matchup, Phantom Knight Burning Abyss. So it's still in there. Like the originally most popular deck still in there. Now finding itself in the finals against Pendulum. The deck that is supposed to win this tournament, according to Luke.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it was. I had a strange gut feeling that Pendulum hadn't been seen for a while, and a lot of the big players were saying to me, "Oh, Pendulum's good.
Yeah.
Pendulum's very good."
Well, it's hard to argue at this point.
Yeah, well, it's hard to argue at this point. There's video evidence, by the way, of
Yeah.
me making this prediction all the way back in round 1.
Right.
So just for those who are thinking, "Oh, I'm jumping on the bandwagon," I was very much saying Pendulum right from the start. So we'll see. I could be very wrong or very right.
And you don't want to change sides now. Yeah, you're going to stick with...
You're going to give me the swap?
Why not?
Oh, well, okay.
That's so tempting.
No, I'm going to stick with Pendulum. I'm going to stick with it.
All right, let's see if these players are any better when it comes to bluffing than Luke. This is it. This is the finals of the European Championship 2016. It is time to duel between Carmelo Buttiglieri, very hard, and Samir Bacher from France, our 2 finalists. And Samir on the right and Carmelo on the left.
Our judges here, this is the final matchup. We have the full team still there, raring to go for this one final match. There is only 1 game happening in the room. 2 competitors left to see who will finally be crowned the European champion of 2016.
Yeah, it's slightly anticlimactic when these two guys are sitting there, shaking hands, being all friendly with each other. We want to see you. We want to see you duel, guys. We want to see you duel.
Yeah, let's duel.
We have some problems with the communication here, it appears.
Yeah, here we go.
At least we can. What is this?
Handshakes all around.
Okay, we're gonna call over the head judge to give Ryan and Andrea stalling warnings.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Okay, what?
Okay, if anybody's gonna doubt me when I say that there's a relaxed atmosphere at this desk and they're gonna write something different in a Twitch chat, we're gonna jump through the computer, pull you out of there, and do something to you. Steal all your cards. And your star chips, excuse me. Steal all your star chips. You're not going to Dueling Island. You're not going to get 2,000 euros.
No.
All right. So the hands are coming in. Samir, we have an effect veiler performing Paul Lizard Draw. Well, we are 100% certain that these guys cannot hear us, because otherwise they would have started 5 times over. So that is good. That is definitely good news. Fair play to both of them. Effect Veiler performed Paul Lizard Draw, Terraforming, Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, and Luster Pendulum.
Double Fog Blade. Double Fog Blade in the opener. Ooh. Still, he opens with Anti-Spell Fragrance. I'm sure. See, we didn't see this on stream at all, where this happened, where BA just opened up Anti-Spell Fragrance and their opponent just couldn't play.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, he doesn't have really anything to play here. Okay, he's going to normal summon a Lizard Draw. He's going to attack.
We don't see that too often.
Yeah, Lizard Draw only has 600 points of attack, so that's pretty strange.
Maybe he's not taking this seriously?
Maybe not. Maybe both players have said, let's just not bother.
Let's just goof around.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It is, after all, yeah, we have had these trophies so long in front of us that we at some point stopped realizing that they were there. Of course, we could have shown that to you guys, of course. The trophies for the first, second, and third/4th place.
Yep. So, okay, so Sir comes down here. Yeah, so bit of damage going through, but at least Samir has those 2 set cards that he can play now.
Right. So we got one of the so-called floodgates with anti-spell fragrance that really slows your opponent down.
I don't really think he's got much to go here. Nowhere to go.
Well, there's a terraforming, but what do you do with a field spell if you can't activate it?
Yeah.
At least not right away.
He's just gonna have to set it and hope.
Yeah.
Is this the first time we... I don't want to say it's the first time because we saw that big Titanic Galaxy play earlier on, which was kind of a massive blowout. But yeah, people in chat are kind of saying, this is like last year's Euros all over again. It kind of is. He's just opened with a huge floodgate here. Huge floodgate.
Right.
Our very valiant tournament organizer, walking in circles around the feature match area, didn't really know where he was going. Seems to have found his way now.
Right.
So, currently, Luster Pendulum is the biggest monster on the field.
Yeah. That's what we would have predicted.
That's it. That's all that has to be said. The simplified game state is that and that alone.
Yeah, simplified seems like an understatement considering this.
Well,
I mean, you could have Gemini twins and you would have the strongest ones, so that's really old school right there.
Is that what it's called in German?
Elfenzwillinge. Is that Gemini twins? What do you mean?
It's called Gemini Elf.
Right. Yeah, they are Zwillinge, which is twins in German. So I just translated it back, which yeah, obviously.
That was just interesting.
This was actually at a time when I didn't do the translations. So we had a few more interesting cards. Swords of Revealing Light, Verräterische Schwerter. That is, Verrat is like, what's the English word for that? It's definitely not the right translation.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. The
Okay, so
people
we see Levier here coming out. Straight away using its effects to revive that cloak that he seems to have in the banished pile already.
traitorous swords would be the literal translation.
Treacherous swords.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Enough about translations.
Yeah, Levier got effect veilered. Straight away he's going to banish that boots that was used to make the Levier. Let's see where he decides to go with this one. What's he going to send?
All of this is looking really promising for Carmelo,
He
isn't it?
sends another cloak, gets boots. Yeah, I mean, he's moving.
Yeah. Well, whereas Samir is at a standstill here.
Yeah.
But what can Samir do to change that?
He can pick up his cards, go to game 2, and side him some twin twisters.
Okay. That's fair game, I guess.
Yeah, that seems to be his option here.
I think whoa, no.
Draco face off. This is okay. He's gaining some traction now. He's going to be able to make some kind of special summon play from the extra deck at least. Don't know whether that's going to be Dynastor or could even be Ignista to try and somehow get that anti-spell fragrance off the field.
Right.
But as for now, these monsters are the biggest monsters on the field, even bigger than Levier, and he's just going to go in and try and do some damage.
This is not what I would have predicted.
No, this seems really strange. He's just got the Draco monsters attacking over and over and over again. But as I say, it's simplified game state. Sometimes it just happens.
Although they don't really do much damage, truth be told.
No.
Let's be fair.
So, yep. I figured he would go into Ignista. This seems like the most logical solution to the problem he's having.
There's the third Fork Blade.
Yeah. Wow.
Nobody told us anything about that much Fork. There's the Sky Iris.
What has he got set? He's got Majespecter Tempest, so probably playing the Skyris would be fine. But he can. Did the Ignista get Fogbladed?
Yeah, because he flipped the third Fork Blade when Ignista hit the field. Yeah.
That seems strange because Ignista wouldn't have been able to. Oh, okay, yeah. Of course, Ignista can use its effect to summon a Draco Slayer monster from deck first. I always, whenever I played Ignista back in the start of Pendulum format, always would use its effect to destroy something and then go get a monster. Because your zones generally are too full.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Nope.
All right. So tides have certainly turned. Samir suddenly finding himself in the driver's seat.
Yep.
Hope he's wearing a seatbelt. But this is looking extremely promising. Set card.
Yeah, big monster. He's leaving Burning Abyss Phantom Knight player with not a lot to go on. Well, he's got double boots now, which is going to allow him to make an Exceed play at least.
And he now drew into a Rubik.
Not going to be much use, I don't think, in this particular situation. But he's going to be able to double boots.
Well, I mean, you need two of them. You really don't want to just use one shoe instead of two.
No, exactly. Oh, dear. Yeah, so let's see what he decides to go for here.
Yeah, what are his options, really?
I'm thinking
it's always the same card, isn't it?
He's got to be Break Sword.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Dante this time. It's going to be Break Sword, I think. He's probably going to take out those back rows, try and produce a big board before he can... ooh, that would have been dangerous. That would have been a dangerous one.
Yeah. Although, I mean, he kind of saw that coming, right? Because that was the last card being set.
Yeah.
So, not like a gigantic
a huge
read.
surprise.
Yeah, it's not a super big read or anything, but yes, well played. Well played.
Yep.
And again, monsters destroying other monsters in battle.
Is he going to tribute that for Kieran?
Oh. That's, of course, an alternative. That is interesting that he's reading his own Sky Iris, to be honest.
I think he might tribute it for Light Phoenix and then get Light Phoenix to attack over it. That would be strange. Okay, no Kieran, okay. But still, that's very strange.
This is probably the MVP of the weekend, isn't it?
Kieran, yeah, we've seen Kieran so much this weekend. The Unicorn Club just loving it. He's been just doing so much work here. It's just it's untargetable, it's indestructible, its effect's a quick effect during your opponent's turn. You can just get rid of any problem monster that seems to be causing you issues.
Right. And that's what it just did.
Yeah.
Then it's back to Carmelo, who just sets a card, either Rubik or Farfar that he drew for his turn. It was Farfar.
Right, yep.
And now we are in one of those situations where both players are just simply setting monsters.
Yeah, I think Carmelo's going to get some immediate traction, though.
He's saying it's not going to last for long.
No.
This momentary moment of peace.
Yep. Now this is probably going to be the Dante. Or unless he wants to break solve the back row, that's possible too. Okay, so he goes for the Dante.
And
Dante flips the Farfar. Rubik. Are we going to see Virgil, the rock star of the Burning Abyss, for the first time this weekend?
I was about to say, we haven't seen him all weekend. We were bad-mouthing Synchro Monsters earlier, but that was a little bit too early, I guess. They are still a real thing.
Yeah.
At least this one guy is.
Oh, no, he's going to overlay with Rubik.
Oh.
Poor Virgil.
Yeah. Okay, second Dante.
Didn't get to play as a tune.
As a max.
Oh, it's always the scam is on the last mill.
Yeah, I think people are doing this on purpose. This
Graf,
looks like
Farfar. Wow.
That looks a lot more.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to use Farfar's effect to banish the monster. He's got Graf to summon another monster, and he's got Scam in the end phase. Wow, that's a lot of
advantage that he's generating here.
Yeah, really picking up some traction here. Yeah, I think he calls it a day.
So much traction indeed that Samir says, I cannot stop this train once it is in motion.
Yeah, that anti-spell fragrance though.
Yeah, backfired.
There's no question about it. That definitely won the game.
Yeah.
Definitely won the game.
Yeah, if he had an option, Samir, to activate his fusion spell earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all of them. He could have pendulum summoned.
Right.
He was unable to pendulum summon right from the start of the game.
So yeah, well done to Carmelo. Did we see this coming? It looked a little bit like he was ahead, but not like that. Especially since we pointed out that some of the monsters that usually are being used to set up some bigger plays with Exceed summons and so on are the strongest monsters on the field.
Yeah.
Very well, not very typical is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
All right. And Carmelo is in the best of moods.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I mean, at this point, he's going to keep all those, most likely, keep all those anti-spell fragrances in and just think, let's just try and get this game over and done with, so I can be the European champion.
Yeah, so I can stamp my little passport and fly over.
Yeah.
Okay, any moment now, with our delay, we might be hearing some loud noise in the background, because we, of course, got a lot of players that are watching this match on the Twitch theater that we have in our other room, in our second room. There we go. No, there we don't go.
No, I think that was judges celebrating.
No. Yeah, the judges are also happy, of course, that they are about to call it a day. Some of them already did. Most of them didn't.
Yep, so shuffling up now.
And who is your favorite going into the second game? Are you sticking with your, well, he's leading 1-0, so he can make all the risky moves now?
Well, yeah, I think Carmelo is up one here. He can definitely make the risky moves, but let's have a look into Samir's side deck here. So, it's in French.
Yep. Effect Veiler, Maxi, a dragon.
Well, yeah, I could read. It's a dragon, but I don't know what it is.
It's a Koaki Myro dragon.
Koaki Myro. Is it Doom Dragon?
It's
what's it called now? Koaki Myro Drago.
Yeah, that seems correct.
Koaki Myro Drago. That's quite good against Burning Abyss. They can't summon light or dark monsters. That's some kind of Mage card?
Amorphage, yes. I'm really not sure what this is.
Mali Mountains.
Secret Village of the
Yep,
Spellcasters.
got that one. Mystical Space Typhoon,
Yes.
Twin Twisters, Typhoon.
Typhoon.
What
Okay.
is this one?
I think Mostuary sounds like moisture, like wet or something. Mist Valley, Avale Valley maybe? Mist Valley something? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense, does it?
No, well, unless he's playing Epic Sabian and there's some kind of other Mist Valley card that you can use. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe somebody on the chat can fill us in.
Yeah.
But until then, we have to keep puzzling.
Yeah.
Carmelo, on the other hand, is playing a very interesting side deck with Dante, Beatrice, another Dante, and a Virgil. But then at this point in time, you realize, wait a second, he mixed up the columns for his extra and for his side deck.
Yep.
No. Yeah, so the first
So a couple of Flying Seas.
first impression is a little bit misleading.
Yeah, a couple of Flying Seas. One extra anti-spell frequency. He was only main decking 2.
Right. Majesty's Fiend, 1 Raigeki, 3 System Down, 3 Typhoon.
So he's probably going Gamma Sail.
Gamma Seal, yeah.
So he's probably going to put that Typhoon in.
Yeah, he's also equipped for the mirror match, even though he's not playing that just now.
Yeah.
But if you feel confident that the deck is doing so well against most of the other decks in the field, it's of course a good decision to also have something for the mirror match, because you don't need anything else to win against the other decks. All right, who's going to go first? Probably Samir.
Yeah, Samir's probably going to want to produce some kind of board before his opponent's able to play that anti-spell fragrance. So he's got a good normal summon here. He's got Bunbuku. Can go get that Kieran.
Carmelo does have Allure of Darkness in his opening 5.
Yeah, and a Fog Blade.
Yep. So
It looks like a Fog Blade.
here we got the entire hand of Samir on the right-hand side.
Ooh, that looks pretty good, actually.
Magical Abductor, Draco Face-Off, Flash Knight, and Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Is he going to be able to do it?
And no responses from Carmelo. So
okay.
Samir can just get busy.
Yep. Probably going to pick 2 level 3s. Scale 3s, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Master and Lecter.
And Carmelo's also like, yeah, bring it. It's not like I'm going to do anything.
Yep. So that's 1 counter on the Magical Abductor.
A Maxi would be really good, I think.
He's choosing whether to summon it or not.
What would you be choosing?
In all honesty, I don't think he's got that good of a hand. I think he wants to maybe summon it and then put the Luster into the other scale and cycle that out. Or just, yeah.
Or just do that.
Just go into Dynaster Power or an Ignister. Yeah, some people keep doing this. I don't understand quite why you just open Ignister and play Ignister. I don't quite get it. I guess he's not spent his Pendulum Summon yet, which is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bunbuku is going into the Pendulum Zone. That's the first time we've seen Bunbuku in the Pendulum Zone, or at least for me.
Didn't stay there for long.
Yep, I don't understand quite what happened there. Oh, he used Ignister to destroy his own master and spin away the Bunbuku, and then played Flash Knight, which then allows this huge Pendulum Summon. Wow.
Didn't you say he didn't have a good hand?
Yeah, well, I did not see this line of players at all.
Okay, so your initial rating for the opening hand would have been a 5, I guess?
Yeah, about a 5.
And we can see a 5 turning into a gigantic board.
Yeah, I mean, he could even go into Titanic Galaxy again.
Yeah, is he done? I don't think so.
I'm just wondering what he wants to go into here.
I didn't see Carmelo drawing yet, so he's going to go a little further here.
Yeah, he's going to extend his plays a little bit more, I think.
It's hard to argue with that.
Yeah, I think there's definite possibilities for Titanic Galaxy. So yeah, this is the thing when you have Majespecter. Those are probably going to go up to Dynaster Power.
I think I've never seen this before.
Dynaster Power's effect going to get back Luster.
Such a big opening.
Yeah.
And he needs it. I mean, he's 1 game behind. He does need to tie the score. But this looks like a very promising start to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better, to be honest. So
Wow.
my rating for this opening turn is a 9.
A 9. Okay. Wow, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Problem with this one is that a quick Regeki would solve a lot of problems.
Yep. However, Carmelo doesn't have it yet.
Yep. He's going to start out with the Allure of Darkness.
Yeah.
See where he can go from here.
Yeah, he really wants that.
Yeah, Dynasty Power.
He's got a second Twin Twisters. The card has never been more useless.
Well, he's got his Typhoon now. He could have done with that in his opening hand.
Oh.
I think he's still going to be able to play this out. Wow, Magical Abductor's just counting up.
It's interesting how one player can just open with a gigantic feel and the other player is like, let's see if I can do something about this.
Yeah, it's all about presenting that puzzle for your opponent to try and solve it. Actually really impressed with the opening play. Didn't see that at all.
Right.
Using his own Ignista to spin away the Bunbuku. That's really smart.
It's always the question how he came up, how he stumbled across.
Yeah, such a play.
Yeah, either he did just a lot of playtesting and eventually he realized, oh, wait a second, there's some other thing I can do.
Yeah. Generally, when you come across something as obscure as that, it's that you weren't trying to do that. You're trying to do something else. And then you realized, hold on, I can do this?
Right.
Or you were in such a tight scenario that you couldn't do anything other than that one play.
Yeah.
Which then makes it, that's like, is that now an option for me?
Right.
Okay, so Dante attacks into the Kirin. Dynasty Power protecting it.
Why
Because
not?
Pendulum cards can't be destroyed. I thought Samir just offered him a handshake just now.
Yeah, but that's a little.
That's a little risky.
Just a little premature, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, he's at least got a Fog Blade.
But there's a certain chance we're going to end up there.
Yeah, I mean, Twin Twisters, Typhoons, not doing anything while that Dynasty Power is on the field.
Yeah, all of these are good cards if you're starting, or at least more useful cards if you're starting. When you go in second, you really want to have a card that stops your opponent from attacking or can wipe the board after he had such a great opening. And we don't see anything of the like here.
When he use Kieran's effect now, it's just helping him out, putting that Dante back where it belongs.
That's a bit racist.
What?
Saying that this card can only exist in the extra deck, or in this case, graveyard. That's what the chat would say.
Yeah?
I'm just playing Dante's advocate.
Okay. Yeah, he just got sent away by Kieran. Only unicorns are allowed on this field.
Yeah, they're having a party. With rainbow colors and balloons.
Yeah, plenty of balloons.
All right. So what can Carmelo do to turn this around? Not awfully much. Not with his hand, I guess, or with his field, rather.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's got... so let's have a look at his field.
Good.
So, he's got plenty of destruction here. I think as long as Dynasty Power sticks around, then there's not a lot that he can do. Because he's got a lot of back row here. Well, Spell and Trap here.
Yep. Well, there's a Maxi appearing for Samir.
Yeah, so just that one guy in chat who doesn't know what Dynasty does. Wait. He's just done it again. Wait, oh, okay, he Fog Bladed Dynasty first. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Dynasty protects all Pendulum monsters from being destroyed. Full stop, whether that's Pendulum Scales in the Spell Pendulum Zone, or whether it is in the Monster Zone. Either way, they're not going anywhere.
That's what the Fogblade activation ensured.
Yep. So let's see here. Is he going to be able to Archfiend Eccentric the right card in the back row here?
He's trying. And he hits.
He ideally wants to hit the Twin Twisters. I guess Carmelo kind of has a choice. He can make him hit the Typhoon because he just flips up Typhoon and then hits the Eccentric, so and he saves the Twin Twisters. So, yeah. Yeah, so he just does that instead.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
But that doesn't really improve his position, or does it?
No, it doesn't improve his position much. I mean,
It's just a,
Samir.
good reply.
Yeah, Samir can't really go much further with this. I think he has to start really attacking through all of these monsters. I guess he can use Kieran's effect. But the biggest attack monster he has is the Ignister, and that's not going to work out for him because he can't attack with that because of Fogblade. He's going to bounce. Oh, okay. He's activating Ignister's effect. Destroyed the Master. Okay. Oh, I'm being silly.
Now he cleared the back row.
The Fogblade was on the Dinosaur, not the Ignister. I got the names mixed up. So, yeah, he's just going to be able to slowly but surely clear this board away now. Yeah, so... Oh, he's going to overlay. He did it into number 38.
You don't see that?
Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy.
The correct move for the opponent is to scoop immediately. We've seen that before.
Yep.
And that's what he knows.
Yep, here we are, 1-1 in the finals of the European World Championship qualifier in 2016.
Wow. That
There he is. Look at his name. It's just an epic name.
yeah. That number 38 certainly deserves some praise.
Yeah, I love Titanic Galaxy. It's so cool. It does so much stuff. If your opponent's going to activate a spell card, you can just negate it and then attach it as an Exceed material. It's so good. Puts the work in.
All right, so it's 1-1 in the finals of our 2016 Yu-Gi-Oh! European Championship. Just one more duel.
Yeah.
Carmelo seems to be in pretty good spirits still. Samir suddenly as well. Not so much after the first game, but now that he's won the second game, he's cool.
Yep.
And Carmelo is, yeah, he didn't seem to get dragged down too much. Did he make any risky plays like we thought he might do?
No, I think it was just that Samir opened well. He opened well, and actually that play that he made in that first turn was pretty good. I was not expecting that. Using your own Ignister on one of your own cards.
You don't see that every day, but
no, you don't see that every day.
It really helped. It really opened up, basically crushed the lock.
Yeah.
That was making sure that his deck didn't perform.
Yeah, just allowed him to extend that play even further. He could, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could have stopped earlier, but this is what I'm saying. That's what I saw. I saw that play stopping much sooner, but that little extension there was really good.
All right, so 1-1 now. Last side decking procedure of the day with these two.
Yep.
Somebody please steal the phone. This is never a good idea. It's never. No. You do not text when you're in the finals. This is opening a gigantic can of worms. Because there's a chance that somebody's just texting you what your opponent is siding into or something like that. You're not allowed to use your phone. Never when you're playing, by the way. Never.
No.
Like this is not a special final clause or something. You just don't do that.
No.
Also, out of respect for your opponent. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think that was a little bit disrespectful.
I don't think he thought of that in that situation. He just, I mean, it sounds weird, but I guess he's just slightly bored. He just wants to get it over with, be done with it. And he thought, like, I'm done side decking. He's still doing it, so I'm just going to take a quick look because somebody sent me a message.
Yeah.
Not a good idea. Don't want to get disqualified for that.
Nope.
And you want to play it out.
Okay, so after that little drop there by Carmelo, let's hope we see a nice third game here.
Yeah, we see that interesting shuffling technique again. Couple of piles. Another shuffling technique. Good idea, combining them. Making sure that the deck is truly randomized.
Yeah.
And then more shuffles.
Yep.
All the shuffles. Samir really taking his time here, making sure that the deck is properly randomized.
Yeah.
Not the worst idea. Don't get me wrong. Not condoning it. All right. You still think Pendulum is going to win this?
We've got a good feeling. Good feeling. We'll see. We'll see if we see anti-spell fragrance opening. He opens Typhoon. Pure monsters after that. He's got Typhoon and then Pure monsters. Oh no, that's not Typhoon. It's spell fragrance. Oh wow, he's got spell fragrance open again.
There's only one spell card in Samir's hand.
That's Draco Face Off. It comes down to whether Samir has Twin Twisters on the top of his deck. Wow. This could be a very quick game.
Wow. I'm no longer making any such promises.
Yeah.
I know better. Okay, Speedroid Terrortop coming down. And the other cards in Carmelo's hand, like we said, the ASF, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Sir, Rubik, Farfa. He's got the entire arsenal of the Model Branch of the Burning Abyss, it appears, together with the good Terrortop.
Ticktonborg.
Interesting.
Probably going to be a Dante.
You suddenly see two Speedroids. It is.
Going to go for 3. Not a great mill.
For once.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He's been milling really well.
I think the last 5 mills or 10 mills we've had on the stream were all amazing.
Yeah, really.
It's kind of encouraging to see that somebody cannot hit the very best cards in his deck.
Yeah.
Second Dante.
Yeah, just he's going to be playing multiple Dantes here and then setting up with Fogblade. This is a really good opening from Carmelo here. This is the 7s we were talking about.
Yeah.
Double Dante, not just single Dante with a bit of Beatrice added on. Double Dante.
Are you sure it's just a 7?
Yeah, well, he's got Spell Fragrance as well.
What is an 8?
Yeah, I think it's getting bumped up here. It's going to go. It's going all the way up to a 9.
Ah.
I think if he's not got Twin Twisters on the top of his deck, then yeah, that's going to be all she wrote.
So Anti-Spell Fragrance, Phantom Knight's Fogblade, and a Dante and a Beatrice on the field.
Oh!
He did get it. MST from the top.
Off the top.
One of 2 answers in his entire deck. He finds it. We didn't even realize it yet.
He's got Joker in hand and Draco Face Off.
Okay, this is
Like, he's got the nuts right now.
this is far from over for Carmelo. This might be suddenly completely upside down that entire game with Samir being in the...
Whoa, that was insane. Holy heart of the cards.
Yes.
That was pretty special. I think I heard the Millennium Puzzle go off at some point.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's what that must have been.
Did you hear it click?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Samir's got everything he needs. He does have everything. And this must feel terrible.
He's the Joker.
This must terrible.
He's going to go get a monkey board.
And prior to the game, Rob asked us, do you think there's going to be any highlights in this game? And, well, yeah, but generally speaking, we were like, okay, maybe it doesn't even pay out because we cannot talk about them after the game. And then you have a scene like that. Where you're like, yeah, this game is over. He definitely needs a Twin Twister. We didn't even think of MST.
No.
From the top of his deck. And
he only needed 1 Twister.
Yeah. 1 twist can be all you need.
Yeah.
If
he's going to summon that. Wow. There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
We just heard the reaction. Obviously, you guys are on a delay. We just heard the reaction in the
Yeah.
hall. That was that they're about 100 meters away from us.
Yeah, at least.
And
Well, not quite. But they are in a different room.
different room completely.
Yeah, and we can hear them. And not just like a little. This was
Wow.
This is basically like you heard an entire stadium of people erupt into cheers.
Yeah.
So all we need now is some holographic cards in the middle, and then we can go nuts.
Yeah. So Beatrice is going to have its one interrupt this turn, but then he's going to just go to town.
Oh my!
They are still going.
Yeah, the level of excitement in the room has just hit critical level.
They are still going. Okay, Farfar's away the Lecter. That's a great move. I guess he's going to stop that immediate Draco play.
But you're still not like, oh, wow,
No.
this is over, because
No,
it really
it's-
is not.
No, all this has done is turn it from an Ido Marcus final into not, basically.
There is a monkey board, there's a unicorn.
Yeah.
We've seen that before. That is not good news.
This is going to be a huge pendulum summon here.
I don't want to be Carmelo, honestly. I would hate to be Carmelo right now. Like, nothing against the
Yeah.
guy. He's the nicest guy, honestly, don't get me wrong. But, like, you got such an opening. It's looking extremely promising. Your opponent does not have an answer. Look at that. Screenshot that.
Boom, here we go.
This
5
is-
monsters on the field. He's just got to go up into the right stuff now.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about explosive plays.
Wait a minute, wait, hold on. We need to back up here. Okay, it's straight Ignister. He's going to be able to Dweller and then just start clearing this stuff out. He's got an Archfiend Eccentric. He's got Kieran.
Oh,
He's
yes,
just-
see, look at that.
He's going into
Look at
Dweller
that.
now.
He's not-
Yes,
yeah,
that's
this is
Oh,
Samir Bacher
wow.
with the best single move, single turn we've seen the entire weekend, I think.
Wow.
This was a roller coaster ride.
Pendulum wins.
Yeah, that is true as well. Yeah, Pendulum wins. That was the roller coaster ride of emotions. You can't help but feel for Carmelo Buttiglieri,
Yeah.
if you ask me. You got this match. Your opponent is completely out of the tournament, basically. Samir draws, and he's like, this is my... This could have been a scene from the anime.
Yeah, it absolutely could have been.
Like, no disrespect to Kazuki Takahashi, but he couldn't have painted a prettier picture than this one.
Yeah, that was...
Ripping the MST
Wow.
from the top, and then
Yeah.
it just changes
He
everything.
didn't even put it in his hand. It was off the top. I see it. Bam!
Bam,
Straight down on the table.
Right. And then after that, there was no stopping him. Like, we see a Beatrice, we see a negation. Nothing really matters.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see Samir being interviewed here. He's going to get to relive one of the most amazing moments in Yu-Gi-Oh! That he has ever played in his entire life.
I think this is one of the best finals we've ever had at the European Championship.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years back, we had one final where a mistake was flipped. Basically the same thing as here, like an anti-spell fragrance. Mistake was flipped, and the finals was over. Yes, it did last for 3 more turns, but nothing really happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's the crowd.
Yeah, there's the crowd again. They just heard it. And here you can get a signature. You can look for yourself if you want to do some forgeries. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
The final match that being signed there, we just see.
Congratulations to Samir Bacher,
Yeah.
European Champion 2016. And I
Yeah.
got to say, well deserved.
That was well deserved.
Yeah. He provided great entertainment for all of us. So, of course, we're going to be with him.
Yeah, we got to interview him and see what he thinks about his highlights.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this finals. I hope you didn't die from a heart attack or something like that after you saw that MST move. I hope your ears aren't bleeding after Luke got a little bit,
Sorry.
maybe a bit overexcited. Again, what can we say? Congratulations, Samir Bacher. We're going to be right back. We're going to try to do an interview. I hope the player didn't leave the building. We've seen that one
He's doing
before.
laps.
Yeah, I think he can go forever. Okay, with that, we're signing off, and we're going to be back at least 2 more times. One time with an interview, we hope, and the second time, of course, with the award ceremony for the European Championship 2016.